The words and phrases that symbolize Juneteenth to me are freedom,
resilience,
reflection,
liberty and justice for all,
family,
self-determination,
affirmation of love.
Juneteenth is a very important date in history, and what it means is slavery's demise. It's the second independence and the first time that, as a country, there's freedom for all.
In 1863, the Emancipation Proclamation was signed, and enslaved Black people had always been free. That's an innate right. But what that paper did is really usher in a national obligation and commitment to do the work to affirm freedom and liberation for Black people.
It represents life itself, the freedom to choose, to do, to think, to be, to be human, to love, to respect, to have joy.
and I think most importantly, remember what it means to be free, what it means to gather.
It is that moment of reflection, that moment of reaching back and recognizing that there are those that came before you that had more struggles than you, yet our struggles still continue.
Juneteenth means to me the affirmation of freedom and liberation for the Black community, Black people.
We celebrate life, we celebrate family, we celebrate the journey that we've had in this country.
It allows us that opportunity to both celebrate our families as well as to affirm that that is where we get our strength.
Juneteenth means a good time to me, and it also means a time of gathering, of sharing, of honoring a certain type of tradition.
And the traditions are around being with family, food, community. There were recipes that were passed down from generations.
Opportunities for family reunions, and the opportunities basically to play and celebrate with my large extended family.
It just ushered in this summer season of gatherings and cousins and food.
The positive thing about gathering is that it's an occasion for us to think otherwise about the world that we currently live in. And it's not something that's only in that moment, but it's also something that we share with people across the entire region in the Deep South.
So that is very powerful. It also has, I think, spiritual implications for many of the faiths in the Black community around religion, the blood that was shed.
It represents the struggles and the sacrifice and the blood that will be shed in the future, our future generations who will continue to pursue liberation for themselves and by extension for all people.
Red is something that we all share inside of us, right? That if Juneteenth is a tradition, something that we inherit, that is also something a part of a kind of blood memory, right? So red also represents tradition.
I remember growing up seeing like red velvet cupcakes, red velvet cake.
To my mother, she reflects on it and says, "Oh, it was the greatest time in the world because we got to drink all the red soda water that we wanted to."
Another phrase is our university's motto, peace and light. Let there be peace, let there be light. Juneteenth is about that, a celebration of light in the world, peace among men, goodwill. So again, the celebration of it is rich in meaning, rich in doing, rich in being.
You know, so often what we think about is what we can do in that singular moment. But I think the best part of Juneteenth is also what we can do in the future.
We are celebrating our freedom. We are celebrating our liberation. But we should also be celebrating our love for each other, a love for mankind, and how we make that connection with ourselves in our current places, but also with our history, and how we should make sure that that is part of what we recognize and that we celebrate for Juneteenth.